Let's go eat some fried fish. Fried fish. Come on, road, I can go. Let's go eat some fried.
That's like one of the perks of being a Jedi is you get to build your own lightsaber. Crazy. I was like, what? I just have things coming out of my hands. Like, I need a lightsaber.
Drop the taco. Get in the car.
Don't give me the Star Trek crap. It's too early in the morning.
I will promise I will spare you the Star Trek crap unless you really want it. Shish me. Shish me. I always have like my playback so I can tell if we have audio or not. Oof. I'm on the shitty chair. I'm on the shitty chair. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. It's going to be a good show. It's very crazy. Oh, there's a lot of stuff to unpack here. Oh, there's a lot of stuff going on with this one. I'm like, you know what? I got like 27 topics. Let's just go live and leave that up, and then people can watch the live playbacks because there's like so much with this. Everything is adjacent to the Will Smith stuff and the Chris Rock stuff. Oh, and then we got another Star Trek video. If you guys saw the one last night from the one we recorded last night, there's one more. There is one more with Spock and this con chick. Also. Big squirm boy. Okay, squirm boy cameo. He's gonna jump down immediately. Well, you were in here until I decided to get up. Until I started talking. He was sitting there and sitting. Oh, now he's here. You wanna be in here while I talk? Okay, we'll be in here. Hello. Oof. Sad that Dave Listers is so right about Star Trek now, right? DV's Lord, greetings! We love our YouTube heartbeat. Well, thank you. I love you guys. Hello, Pegleg Pete. Hello, Techie Mantis. Okay. I just ran all across the... It's this chair, which is like a Walmart chair that I took the cushion off. Oops. Because you can't see it behind me. And and it doesn't throw me out, but it's not comfortable. All right, there he is. Hi, AOC, and not the batshit crazy one. Yeah, Agent Orange Cat. He's a good boy. I'm a good boy. All right. How big is my face? Do I need my face any bigger? I identify as a caps lock. Oh, Will Smith is a distraction. Good! Good! Do you think I want to talk about politics? For crying out loud, I've been trying to avoid the damn thing for so long. I got to talk about it at some point. Now that my makeup's off after I post for the thumbnail. Here we go. We're doing it live. This is part of the problem right here. This stuff. So, what do we want to start with? We got the they're canceling Zoe Kravitz. Jim Carrey's weighing in on all this. I think they're trying to cancel anybody who is against Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, sort of. Like, I don't know if Will Smith's got a team of people, like if he hired a bunch of chatterers and marketing accounts and bots to go out and try and protect his name or try and smear anybody who doesn't side with him or something, or anybody who says violence. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him after what Jada did to Shane Dawson. So I don't know. Andy Kaufman and the King Jerry Lawler did it better. Well, that's why I don't think it was, in my opinion, all the evidence I've seen, because they're not that good of actors. Sorry, not as like a whatever that good of actors. They're not that entertaining. They couldn't write something that clever if they tried. Just look at the jokes that Amy Schumer was stealing. I mean, like she stole somebody's Leonardo DiCaprio joke, for crying out loud. Are they canceling Frank Oz as well? I think they might not be happy. But the Zoe Kravitz one, I've got like, oh, there's a ton. They've been trying for her for a while. They've been trying to go after her for a while, it looks like. Like, just like with Gina Carano. So if in about a year, you start to hear and that's going to be the thing. They're laying the groundwork now. They found a few problematic things she has tweeted in the past. And they're twisting it just like Gina Carano. And oh... So we gotta get on top of that. We gotta be aware that that's what they're doing. So they're laying the groundwork. Because remember what they did with Gina Carano. They started about a year before she quote unquote was officially canceled by saying that sexist trolls don't like her and all this stuff. So now I don't even know if there's any articles yet. I just have all my own research and tweets. So hey, quote me if you're doing articles on this. Hint hint. Speaking of people who do articles on things. Hint hint. She is a woke idiot, though. Well, is she? Is she, though? She did say all lives matter, though. So keep that in mind. She said all lives matter, and that's one of the biggies that they bookmarked and they made a mental note of, and they're using that just as a thing to get her when she doesn't cross the line, if she doesn't go woke enough, she's probably just a regular old hippie chick that grew up probably in Hawaii, right? I mean, if Lisa Bonet's her mom. Lenny Kravitz was her dad, like, for crying out loud. This girl probably, like, if she was raised anything like Lisa Bonet and Jason Momoa's kids, they don't even watch television, so she might not even know. She might not even care. We are doing jiggles. You can't cancel Yoda, right? All right. They said it wasn't good. Well, the problem with the slap that I have is that Will Smith wasn't trying to hurt Chris Rock, clearly. So that's where I think a lot of people are seeing is, oh, it looked staged, it looked fake. And this is always the question that I was kind of going over. Well, he didn't do enough, like, he didn't close fist him. He didn't beat him up. He didn't give him a black eye. He gave him hey, knock it off. He gave him a bitch slap. That's all he did. Not okay, in my opinion, still. It's still not okay to physically assault somebody. However, I don't think that no matter what, Chris Rock probably couldn't get any damages out of him other than hurting his pride. You can't, like Will Smith is going to probably get more consequences from the Academy. Like, they're doing an investigation on this. So this is why I'm thinking, we know it wasn't planned and approved from the Oscars because they're distancing themselves from it. So if Chris Rock and Will Smith planned it out themselves, if they got together beforehand, I don't know how tight they are. In my understanding of it, as being the celebrity obsessed idiot airhead, is that I think that they are just Hollywood acquaintances, is my best assumption. I'm not gonna say comedy is dead, but it's dying big time, isn't it? So we got a lot to unpack with this Zoe Kravitz. I almost called her Saldana. I'm so used to saying Zoe Saldana because they kept going after her too. What should have happened is that Jada should have just slapped Chris Rock. Well, Jada should have got up. Jada could have said, "Hey, it's alopecia. Shut your mouth." She could have yelled. Will Smith could have yelled from the audience. But I think that ever since, the whole Kanye moment, you have new messages from what? Oh God, what? What now? What now? Oh, what now, phone? What now? SMS to view. Oh, text. I know that. Why are you texting me? Why is my phone texting me to tell me I have text messages that I haven't looked at? I know, I see them and I just don't click them. But no, I mean, like I said, I'm not certain. I just think, in my opinion, from what I've seen, I would call it as not fake, not staged, not planned. It seems like a hothead who just barely got his wife back after thinking that they were, like he was trying to get back with her. She thought they were over. Remember this with Jada. Jada thought they were over. She literally says, I considered us to be over. So I had an entanglement with August. So that's, if you guys have seen that video, I highly recommend going and checking that one out. Will Smith looks like this brokenhearted guy whose wife left him and all this stuff. And, oh, it is a real message. Good. I think the Oscars planned it as in made it happen. You think so? because I don't think it's going to do anything to improve their ratings. I think it's just going to lose some credibility for them as being because the Oscars always had this hoity-toity, like, well, we're not the MTV Awards. We're not that. You know, they're like, those plebeians who climb up on stage and grab the microphone. Yeah, the Oscars always kind of had this snootier air about them. So this is why all the only snooty foo-foo movies get nominated. And I don't even, did Edgar Wright get even nominated for the Sparks documentary? I'd probably not, right? They wouldn't know a good movie if it bit them in the butt. They nominate stuff based on what they think is going to be, like, the most well-made, overly dramatic, overly produced, whatever. And it's always these stupid indie films. Like, I say overly produced, but it's really the opposite of that, isn't it? These indie films that are always, like, garbage, but... She should have got a newspaper rolled up and smacked down on top of the head like Foreman. Yeah. See, had it been her, like rather than Will Smith freaking, this is why I think it's genuine, because Will Smith just got her back, right? Because he was worried she was gonna be gone forever. He just got her back. You know, if you see their video, they're like, "Yay, bad marriage for life," all that stuff. That's cute. It's a cute video, you know. However, he does look like a bit of a. He does look like a bit of somebody who's bending over and taking it, so. There's something serious going on with Jada. Okay. What do we know? They've admitted they have a bad marriage. So we know that they're kind of a toxic couple together. You all know, you have friends like that. Hell, I'm like that. You guys know. Excellent. John Russell, 498 Super Chat. Thank you so much. The Oscars are more pretentious, better than everyone's awards show. Exactly. Which is why, I mean, listen to the rest of the jokes that were being made. All the jokes about Amy Schumer coming out saying, "Oh, the pay gap." Yeah. So they needed 3 women just to make as much as 1 man, despite the fact that they all got scale. And so do other people. Like, people just get scale for hosting the Oscars. Yeah. I don't think that they could have written that. They're not talented enough. I mean, these are people who haven't made a damn thing that anybody's been interested in probably the better part of 25 years, give or take. Oscars really started going downhill in the 90s, I want to say. The 2000s, for sure. LVK. Also, alopecia affects all hair, not just what's on the head. Jada should not have eyebrows or eyelashes. Okay, I did look up this. I did look up this with the alopecia stuff. So, there's 3 types of alopecia. There are 3 types. One of them causes, like, patchiness, and sometimes it'll grow back. I believe that Jada Pinkett Smith has the kind that just causes a lot of patchiness and falling out. Some people who dye their hair quite frequently. A lot of women who use, like, products, especially when they have it short. And that's why you see roots every now and then. Thank you so much, Sorry Praxis. I gotta jiggle. Chris Rock hasn't made a statement yet about the slap, most likely because he's weighing his legal options. He will most likely sue Will Smith and probably never have to do stand-up again. Do you think he would? Or, here's the big issue, and thank you so much. We do jiggle when we get supers. If he, because of all the backlash against this, because of this is why I think that Will Smith's marketing people and publicists might have some sort of people in bot farms. I think we got to get into that. When I was going to do the Disney Don't Say Gay bill thing, which is into the parental rights thing first, but you know what? Screw that. Zoe Kravitz. Here we go. They're canceling Zoe Kravitz now? Over this Chris Rock, Will Smith thing? I am Mecha. We've been talking about it. I want to do a clipped version just in case the stream doesn't stay live for whatever reason. Here we go. Yes, I also can't stand women who are millionaires preaching to me about a pay gap. Yeah, if they really cared, they would send me some money because I got to borrow from my ex because FEMA hasn't given me my money back for my mom's funeral. That's my problems. You guys have problems. You guys are feeling it at the pumps. You guys are feeling it at the grocery stores. You guys are feeling it everywhere. Your rent's going up too. You guys are having to cut back. They're warning, all these billionaires in BlackRock are warning us to cut back and cut back. This is why we have this distraction right now. This is why I'm chewing on it, because life is crap. Sean Russell, I have a question I haven't seen anybody ask. Why didn't Jada get up and slap him herself if she's an independent woman who don't need no man? I think I can answer some of that. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Why didn't Jada? I think, well, first off, I think that she muttered something under her breath to Will Smith. And I think she's the type of woman, because I'm the type of woman who wants a guy to like stand up and say, hey, don't talk to her like that. Hey, I got it. I got to take charge. I do like that type of guy. And when you don't have that type of guy, you yell and scream and become toxic and an a-hole. In my own experience, wait, I'm laughing because I should really be crying right now. But no, we've been talking about this whole mess with the Chris Rock thing. My opinion right now is that I think Chris Rock and Will Smith's publicists and teams are trying to weigh in behind the scenes. And I think that maybe Will Smith or somebody on his behalf might be out there poking the hornet's nest. Oh, we got an incoming call. Urgent. Hello, incoming call. We're live. What's up? Hello?
Hello, what the heck was that?
We are live. We got an incoming call. We're urgent. What's going on?
I took care of everything. Do you want anything? I'm starting to head back right now.
I don't know. We're live, so I don't know. Do you need anything?
Good people. Like I said, I picked up. Everything's taken care of today. So.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. No, I think we're good. We'll get something later, maybe, huh? Unless you need anything.
Yeah. Not really.
Okay.
Those two was coffee and a bagel, but probably wait.
Well, if you get a coffee and bagel or something, where do they have them?
Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, a Dunkin'. Yeah, they just have breakfast stuff though. Actually, if they have like a mocha latte thing, what do they have? Those mocha moo lattes?
The cold mocha latte things.
Yeah, the chocolatey ones. I like those.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll pick you up one.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty.
It'll be cold or frozen, so you might have to do it on the way back. Huh?
What's that?
You might have to do it on the way back.
All right.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Talk to you soon.
All right. He'll be back soon. He will be back soon. Where were we? Sorry. You're talking about a duct cleaning service. Jada rules Will Smith. He's a broken man. Keith Mullenbuck says. That's what it seems like. I heard about Bruce Willis. Oh, we'll talk about the Bruce Willis thing. We got that one on the. Don't let me skip that. That's a topic too. We got to talk about that today. There's so much. And according to the woke, white supremacy is to blame for a black man slapping another black man on TV. And I've also been told that it's a black issue, that white people aren't allowed to talk about it. That, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff unpacking with this. But they're trying to go after Zoe Kravitz. Why? Here we go. Where's her first? I got to do the article. Why do we have this twice? Here we go. Why are they going after Zoe Kravitz? Because that's the wrong one. Shoot. Is it this one? There you go. Criticizes Will Smith and says the Oscars are where we are apparently assaulting people. That's her words. So she kind of looks like I'm rolling my eyes about it. That's why people are upset with her. I think maybe that because Chris Rock, this is what we were talking about. You guys are saying in chat that Chris Rock, because he hasn't actually listed a statement. I read something that somebody sent me that was fake about what Chris Rock said. It wasn't real. I'm going to retract that now. It's only in a live stream, so if anybody gets me, I apologize. I made a mistake on that one. Now, with this one, we haven't actually heard what Chris Rock has said. We don't have a statement from him. We don't. And we're hearing reports of his concerts selling very, very high. Very, very, high, or his concert tickets on StubHub and stuff, all the resellers. They're selling for way higher, like $700 a ticket than they normally would. So a lot of people are rallying for Chris Rock because all he did was tell a stupid bad taste joke where he probably would have been canceled for it. He probably would have had quite a bit of backlash for his dumb joke that was pretty darn funny, if you ask me. Very poor taste, but you know what? I don't care about being canceled. I already am. So below me, the best thing that could happen to me right now is Jada Pinkett Smith coming after me. So if she really, really wants to, Come on. Bring it, sweetie. Now that that's been said, What are we doing? What are we saying? Oh, so people are thinking that Chris Rock is weighing his legal options behind the scene, weighing what he might do with like suing Will Smith. Is he going? I think that if he sued Will Smith because he said something that the Twitterati would be very, very triggered by, he made a joke at the expense of a woman about her hair who happens to have alopecia. I don't believe he knew about it. I don't think he probably knew. If he decides to sue, I think that might be in his right, and I think he might actually win because there was a physical assault. Was there any hospital bills and medical expenses he would have to sue for? Probably not. It's a hurt to his pride more than anything. However, I think that I'm seeing a lot of buzz on Twitter about anybody coming to the defense of Chris Rock. They're getting attacked. They're getting quote unquote canceled for the most part. They're getting called white supremacists or anybody weighing in on this. They're trying to bring a racial issue. Now we're seeing a whole bunch of stuff resurface about Zoe Kravitz for some reason, even though it actually is related to Will Smith. Some of the stuff that they're going after her for involves them twisting what she's saying about Will Smith's son, who she's apparently pretty close with. Careful, I might get a lip-wristed slap. You know what? Will Smith, if he wants to slap me, as long as I can slap him back, because he's kind of had it coming since Girls of the World Ain't Nothing But Trouble and Parents Don't Understand. I'm like, this is lame and corny and cringe. Will Smith was embarrassing as a rapper when I first heard of him, when it was DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Oh, how cute, you conceited little... So that's what it came off to be as. G.I. Jane joke was a compliment in my opinion. Demi Moore is a badass and empowered woman who served in the military. A great woman for movie for equal rights. You're not wrong. And you're not wrong. I mean, she could have taken it as a compliment. She could have said, hey, Hollywood. She could have said something like that. She could have stood up and taken it in stride. She could have said, hey, it's alopecia. Let's use this to my advantage. Something. She could have done that. She didn't. She rolled her eyes, and I think, I don't even know if she did send him. I don't even know. I think her rolling her eyes was enough for Will Smith to be like, oh, this is the thing we talked about. This is the thing that she wants. She wants, or maybe she doesn't. Maybe it's the thing that she left him because of. I don't know. I didn't really look into it that much. Yeah, and whether Chris Rock was funny or not, it doesn't justify it. I'm in the camp of you don't go up and physically attack anybody ever. Ever. You don't do it. It's such a minor joke. That's why it came from a deeper unhappiness. Yeah. Maybe Smith is gay and little Maher just for show. I don't believe it. Did you hear what Jada Pinkett said? Yeah. It was something about now is the moment of healing, and I'm down for it. So here we go. During the comedy, the joke. Yeah, we were talking about the joke. Here we go. Violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. This is Will Smith's apology. We've all heard this one probably a million times. It's unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. See, that makes sense to me. That really, the way, when he looked over and saw her expression, that's when it hit him. That's when he's like, oh shit, that hurt a woman I love. And I don't doubt in my mind that he's not just absolutely in love with her. A man, just the way, watching their interviews together, watching that moment where she's talking about the other guy, and oh yeah, he just looks like you can see his emotions, and he's not that good of an actor. Like, if he was acting in that's the best job he's ever done, because he always plays himself. Will Smith probably took one look at that rolling eyes and like, oh crap, I know that look, right? At least something boring to watch on YouTube. Good. I'm glad to bore you. Why would he still love her after she cheated? So sad. Hey, who knows? People fall in love for all kinds of reasons. Who knows? That I never end up having a lot of respect for women who stay with guys. That's why a certain presidential candidate had no respect for me since I was a teenager. But at least Melinda Gates left. Not boring. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you meant I'm boring. Okay, thank you, Yellow Spider-Man 2. I misunderstood. Cancel me. Here, I'm thinking you guys are mad at me. I'm just used to having an unpopular opinion, so I'm like, I'm not. I don't want to. One of my big mistakes, right? One of my biggest mistakes that I've had in my channel is taking it personally when people disagree with me. Oh, for fuck's sake. If I could go back and change one thing, it is not take it personally when people disagree with me. Oh, so I'm sorry every time I do that. I'm trying to be less emotionally invested in my opinions on things, especially because I know I could be wrong on this. I know. And I know it's like being wrong isn't going to hurt my credibility. Because I have no credibility. I'm an internet harpy. I just react to stuff. I'm not the Hollywood insider. I'm not the movie expert. I am the person who sits there riffing the movies. You know, I'm the person doing the commentaries and rolling my eyes at the cheesy dialogue. You know, I'm the one who's like, "Oh, there's some scandal behind the scenes? Tell me more. Give me the popcorn." That's me. Does everyone in Hollywood cheat? They probably do. Whereas Will Smith as E.T. Oh, I wouldn't know about that one. I wouldn't know. Then again, Will Smith is so... Now I tell you. So here we go. We want to talk about why they're canceling her. So all she did was say that, hey, here's a picture of my dress at the show. Where we were apparently assaulting people on stage now. Is this her Instagram? Here she is. And she just got slammed for it. Yeah, and I kind of agree with her though that it's such an eye roll cringe thing. That was kind of my reaction as well. Like, and we're hitting people at the Academy Awards. Yay, we're at that point. Because that's really all. So people have been so pissed. They have been pulling up old, let me find them. They've been pulling up, I had everything pulled up. They've been pulling up every old excuse in the universe to cancel her now, like this one. Hold up, the account says, Zoe Kravitz on being one of the few black kids in a white school. I remember saying, I'm just as white as y'all. I identify with white culture. I didn't identify with black culture. Like, I didn't like Tyler Perry movies and I wasn't into hip hop. I liked Neil Young. They're trying to cancel her. Do you guys even read this article? So they're mad at her. Quote unquote black Twitter or some bot farms so they're just trying to go out there and discredit her. I don't know if it's related to any Will Smith publicists or Chris Rock publicists, but it could be. It could be. Because that's what they did with Gina Carano. They sent the bot accounts to go in and find and twist any criticism, anything she had to say. But as time went on, her views shifted. Black culture is so much deeper than that, she says. But unfortunately, that is what is fed through the media. That is what people see. Here we go. So Zoe Kravitz has a head on her shoulders and understands how the media works, it looks like. And they do not like that. Oh, they don't like that. They don't like somebody who's not going to be an activist for them, who's not going to just recite back, gay, 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 because somebody said that you have to do that to be in Hollywood now. She seems to have a brain. And I'm so proud of how, when Hollywood people impress me. I'm like, oh, a good one. Is this a good one? Holy crap. Holy crap. That's what I saw. I got older and listened to a Tribe Called Quest and watched films with Sidney Poitier and heard Billie Holiday and Nina Simone. I had to unbrainwash myself. It's my mission, especially as an actress. Zoe's mission is deeply honest and pretty brave. There are black women who are still figuring out what exactly it means to be black. So this is nothing. I don't know. I can't comment on any of this. This is her thing. But this is what they're struggling for. Or for, what am I talking about? We got more of them. This is the one they're really mad about. Even more awesome for Zoe was spending time with Will Smith. They think that she's a groomer, that she's a predator. Or Will Smith's kid, Jaden. Here you go. Spending time with the Smith clan when the cameras were rolling. There was moments I was hanging out with Jaden and thinking, I can't believe you're 14. I have to check myself, like what I say to you. She laughs. He has so much personality and so much swag. He's so much cooler than I am. And he's so handsome. I'm like, when you're older, we'll hang out. Nope, that's inappropriate. You're 14. They're saying she's like... So I don't know who the hell's trying. Like, for crying out loud. She's literally half white. It's her heritage. She has the right to feel closer to one or the other, considering a lot of Mexicans. Exactly. I don't want to tell her how to feel racially. She's made up of a whole bunch of different people that are in Hollywood. So, nice pronunciation of Poitiers. Did I say it wrong? I'm trying. So they're trying to think. Oh, and you can't even reply to it. Oh, no. I don't want to know. No. This ratio is crazy. So this one person, because of all this, because of Zoe Kravitz not, so they're really trying to go and dig up anything they can on her. Here you go. Making sure that every single celebrity that speaks out against Will Smith does not proper. Y'all got Jim Carrey, Zoe Kravitz, you even stuck in a charmed one. Which one? Who else? Remember the awards where Jim Carrey, the 45-year-old man, stuck his tongue down a 20-year-old woman's throat and she tried to push him off. Everybody, like absolutely everybody that's trying to, we got Jim Carrey on here too. He's talking about it. They're trying to go after him. How did nobody even bat an eye when Zoe Kravitz, 26, called Jaden Smith, 16, the love of her life? Over crying out loud. And everybody thought, so are they just mad all of a sudden? Are they just mad all of a sudden just because they're told to? Is this a bot farm? Are these even real people? What do you think? And this is one that they've been holding on to for a while. Where she says, I'm not a black artist, I'm an artist. Zoe Isabel Kravitz, I think I'll go and take a black walk and have a black talk with my black friends. So yeah, maybe have some black lunch, watch a black movie, sing a black song. Twitter has a real problem. When a woman, quote unquote, of color thinks for herself and doesn't say what they want. This is one that they're going after her for. They're just digging up anything they can to twist and turn, no matter what side of the aisle she might be publicly on now. The fact that she said this, she also said, I believe somewhere, all lives matter in this article. Here you go. She remembers one particular photo Instagram that caused her a shitstorm in the comments a few weeks ago. She posted a picture about all of the endings of people's lives that took place in Nigeria and hashtagged all lives matter. And that wasn't enough for her to understand and support BLM. She says she liked the idea of all lives mattering. And it wasn't long before her notifications were flooded with all the hate messages. Who are these people, she thought. It's so crazy the things people say on Instagram. It's a dark hole. I try not to look at it anymore. Yeah, see, I just mute everybody who's not a follower. Because, I mean, at the very least, you can click the follow button if you want to hate me, right? They are going out of their way to find and dig up anything on her. And while we're at it, Jim Carrey. Because he's saying how Hollywood is spineless for giving Will Smith a standing ovation. Whoopi Goldberg is even speaking out against it. Will Smith and Whoopi Goldberg and everybody they're trying for. Is this the one? We're probably going to have to find it.
Likely decide on whether to punish Smith.
So yeah, the Oscars. Oh yeah, here's what Whoopi's saying from The View. Yeah, even the Oscars are trying to decide whether or not to punish Will Smith or not.
Is okay with what happened. Nobody.
Whoopi Goldberg is on the board. She says she does not believe Smith's Oscar should be taken away from him.
I don't know. I think that if we're going by the code of conduct, since it happened at the very award show that he won an Oscar for, since it happened on stage in front of everybody, I would personally think that, yeah, take it away.
But on The View yesterday, Goldberg suggested Smith does need to be punished.
Yeah, so she's on the board of the Oscars, right? That's one of my understandings is that once you are in Hollywood long enough, you're in the industry long enough, once you've won an award, it's all the stuffy old fussy people. I guess the really, really old ones all died out, and now it's filled with like a lot of these wokier than thou ones. But still, I mean, they kind of have to have this prestige, or else we're going to be a laughingstock.
There are consequences. Yeah. There are big consequences.
There has to be.
Comedy legend Jim.
Well, Zoe said all lives matter. That's news to me. Yeah, she said all lives matter for about a split second, and then they all read and they said, no, you can't say that. Why? Because that's anti what we think. Is it? I thought it agrees. It's like, yes, that and we're not diminishing. We're not taking away seats from the table. We're just adding everybody else's seat and putting the importance of everyone.
Carrey also weighing in, criticizing the standing ovation Smith got when he accepted his Oscar.
And this is what people are triggered by too, is that anybody who's criticizing it publicly, it's like you can be shocked by it, but you can't criticize it. So I'm like, do they have a bot farm out there?
Minutes after assaulting Rock.
I was sickened. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. If you want to yell from the audience and disapprove or show a disapproval or say something on...
That's what I said. You yell from the audience. You get on your phone. You maybe tweet at him. It's like, did you see what he just... Something. You get it. You get your phone out of your pocket and you tweet it even from the Oscars. Something. That would have been just as big of a display as anything. You tweet it. You put it on Instagram. Something. Sean Russell, thank you so much for the super chat. If someone is so sensitive about their hair loss and appearance, why not just wear a wig? I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I don't know if she is that sensitive about it, to be honest. It might have just been an eye roll. She might have been yelling at Will Smith backstage or at home, like, why'd you have to do that? You know, and I think if we ever get this edited down, Rob and I did that comedy bit. We did an improv of what might have gone down. We want to try and edit that for you as a separate bit, maybe for the weekend. So,
Twitter or whatever, you do not have the right to walk up on stage and smack somebody in the face because they said words.
Exactly. Words, like we have to get back on the page of violence being wrong, I think, as a society. And there's too many people that think that it's not wrong as long as they do it for their justified reason. And I think that's one of the important things I always learned about from Star Trek was, how do you resolve something? How do you find the third option? How do you find the way out? How do you find the thing that's going to be the thing that fixes the situation and in a way that's agreeable towards all, or to all parties? But they're going after pretty much anybody who's denying this. I want to know if they're going to go after Whoopi, or if she's still so protected after all these last couple of things. Like, I think Whoopi might be more protected because she's in the right cliques and she's in the right religion of Hollywood. Oh, we got an article on that too, about how even the Catholics think that this wokier than thou stuff is a religion. Still think it's staged. I'm not even going to judge anyone on either side. And it could be. It absolutely could be. I'm not 100% positive in my assessment. I'm probably 92%. There's an 8% chance I could be wrong. But from what I've seen and the backlash and the way that they're using it to pull up all this dirt on everybody, they're going out of their way to pull up dirt on Zoe Kravitz now, calling her crap. Even what the, it's like, what the hell? What the hell? How? First off, how do they have the nerve to? It's Twitter. We all know how they have the nerve. Half the time, it's marketing companies who are just so desperate to shame people. Stop actors costing studios money for political opinions? I don't know. You would think the wokier than thou opinions are costing the studios money. I mean, there's a reason why they're changing it. But no, it must be working, because we're going to segue into our next segment, which I got to snap myself in for. Disney is flat out admitting. Oh, we got to get it. I got to snap myself in. Disney's now flat out admitting what they're doing. And it's not good. It's their agenda. We've been saying this for years and years and years. They had an agenda. I mean, it was clear to us. Such division. You're right. It did get people talking. And I'm okay with people talking. Anything to divide people. I think that's another thing. They're just still trying to divide, because now you can't even figure out which side of the aisle people are on the Will Smith and Chris Rock thing. Because you used to be able to think that, okay, so everybody who feels this way about an issue votes this way and acts this way and thinks this way and is this demographic. Because the marketing and research people certainly seem to do that, but no, I guess everything is divisive and Disney doesn't care anymore. They're just flat out admitting it. Is that the window capture? That's the wrong one. Oh, for crying out loud. That's the one. This article, we got a bounding. We got a couple. Disney, they're flat out admitting they're pushing a not at all secret LGBTQ plus LMNOP XYZ gay agenda. Actually removing gendered greetings. You can't say hello boys and girls. You have to say hello everyone or hello children. Disney, you know what? First off, it's bad enough you market crap to kids in the best intentions. Like you market to girls, oh yes, someday my prince will come and save me from everything. And that's not the case. We all know that's not the case. There's always a string attached. There's always a hook. There's always a catch to everything. They're worse than selling cigarettes to kids with Joe Camel, because what do? They create this culture. They create the Diz nerd sort of culture of people who worship at the altar of Mickey Mouse and go to Disney World theme parks every year and are actively standing for anything Disney. They create a perfect little cult mentality, a perfect little religion. So anything that they do, I doubly call out. I've always been anti-Disney my whole entire life. I was a kid. Luckily, I grew up in the 80s when there wasn't a lot of Disney. This is how old I am. I grew up in the 80s when there wasn't a whole lot of Disney until I was kind of aging out of it. Until I was kind of hitting my later kid era and getting into preteens and stuff where I'm like, princesses are for little kids. That's babyish. That's so babyish. I think I was like almost 10 by the time Little Mermaid came out. So I was not in the Disney cliques. I grew up with more Warner and even more edgy stuff than that. So this whole idea of Disney used to be so super saccharine and sickeningly sweet, to now see the complete 180 overcorrection into what, when I was a kid growing up, seeing Disney as being the goody two shoes, you know, you had like the Cosbys, who were the clean-cut, squeaky clean families, and then you had the Roseannes and the Connor family. You had the Bundys. I was more identified with like those type of families who, you would hear swearing, mom smoked. You never saw the really clean-cut, squeaky clean families smoking or swearing. They were all super-duper well-adjusted and very saccharine. And that was always the Disney image to me, was the saccharine, squeaky clean, perfect, picture perfect, the pukey people, those sort of people. That's a word I haven't used in a long time. The goody two-shoes, the ones you didn't want to be, because it was just more fun to be the Bundys. It was more fun to be the Connors, I guess. And it was more relatable for a lot of us. And now I'm seeing this complete 180 of, and now these are basically like the Jerry Springer crowd, in my opinion, that they're trying to pander to, which is the activism crowd, the people who go around fighting on live streams because it's the fun thing to do. The people who wanna burn, loot, and end people with the M word in their monograms. Those sort of people. The people who are perfectly fine to condone violence and accept it. Those people. So I don't understand why the complete shift. You would think they would still be this kind of squeaky clean thing, but no, they're getting overtaken by the degeneracies, and I'm not comfortable with being pulled into this. I don't want to be pulled into this because I don't like Disney. I still find them as being the lame, cringe, the squares. This is the stuff. These are the teachers and the people that we were making fun of when I was a kid. Are the teachers who were like a little too friendly with the class, the teachers who were a little too eager to be like, hey, this is about as kind of the same equivalent to me as like the Christian youth leader teacher types who'd always want to get your kids together in a van and go camping. Yeah, that's kind of what Disney is kind of reminding me of now with, let's get our kids together in a van and take them to gay camp so they can learn all about their identities and their... And hopefully somewhere there's all these kids running around in like, let's go Brandon shirts, just defying the crap out of this, because I always grew up in the we don't need no education, we don't need no thought control, school's out forever, yeah, school's been blown to pieces. That era, that was my era. Rock and Roll High School was like even before my time, but that was a classic for me. Why these teachers think that people are listening to them? Why these people who work for Disney think that that's what society is heading for? I don't know. Am I making any sense, or am I all over the place in this one? Because I'm equating two completely flip-floppy issues, because it seems like everything got flippy-floppy all of a sudden. It seems like the edgier people are the more, conservative-y people now, which is so weird to me. I don't know. And I don't like bringing politics into these, because you guys know me. I don't understand any of this. So I am really confused. Why? Here's the big thing. It's a fight back against this Florida bill, this parental rights bill thingy. And I read through it, and it seems to me like it means that the teachers can't talk about adult gender. Yeah, it's sex ed. You can't have sex ed without the parental consent in kindergarten or through third grade. So what confuses me, as somebody who actually read through this thing, and I tried to do my research this time, why celebrities like Ron Perlman are out there ringing about this? Like, why do you want to teach kids this without their parents knowing? Why are you upset? Do you even live in Florida? This is, from my understanding, a Florida-only bill that only affects Florida people. Why is it so important to get this as a buzzword tribal thing? Because you know me, I've been comparing sports and politics as the same thing. It's just sports rivalry at this point. It's just to get the other guy ringing, and that's what they did with Star Trek when they brought in that governor candidate chick. They brought her in just to piss off some guy in Texas, because tribe and it's like, that's really gonna mean a whole lot to people who don't care about this stuff. And that's kind of the point here. What does this mean to people who don't care about this stuff? What does this mean? It means that anybody who's actually read up on this is going to wonder, well, why does Disney want to teach all of this stuff anyway? Why do we need to bring this in? Why do we have to do all this? In a video of the meeting that was obtained by journalist Christopher Rufo, Burke spoke about how important. Who is Burke? Burke is content... Let's see, Disney General Entertainment, president of General Entertainment. I skipped that part, I apologize. During a virtual staff meeting among Disney employees and executives, executive producer LaToya Ravenue and president of Disney General Entertainment Content, Carrey Burke, and others admitted to having a not-so-secret agenda to push gay and queer content in programs targeted to children. Why do we care about this in kids shows? I didn't care about who was married in kids shows in straight relationships. I didn't care about any of this. And I've seen the clip. There's a teacher going around saying, I can't talk to my kindergartners about my husband. And it's a guy. And I'm like, I never talked to my teachers about their spouses. I didn't care. They were these lame old square people who got mad at me when I smart-assed them with questions. I didn't care about their lives. It wasn't important to me. But then again, I was also, reading before I was in kindergarten, and didn't need, seriously, these kids need to learn how to spell the word pronoun before you need to talk to them about a pronoun, in my opinion. They want to remove faith and morals from the status quo. Funny you should mention that. The Catholic Church is copying me now. And this might be another video on its own, or just segue into it. So yeah, they're admitting to having this not so gay agenda, whatever, not so secret gay agenda. And in the next video segment that we're clipping, the Catholic Church is copying me. I have been saying that this wokier than thou stuff has been a religion for years now. Probably 3 years now, better part of a couple. Archbishop Jose H. Gomez theorizes that new social justice and woke movements are pseudo-religions, even replacements and rivals to traditional Christian beliefs. No shit. No shit, Sherlock. You're finally coming around to it. Oh, don't get me started on the Catholic Church. That's a whole other issue on another day. We all know what the Vatican gets up to. Archbishop Jose H. Gomez of Los Angeles addressed the Congress of Catholics and Public Life in Madrid, Spain back in early November, where he laid out his theory his theory is just my theory, that social justice and woke movements are pseudo-religions and even replacements and rivals. We already read that. That was in the header. His address was delivered by video to the Congress of Catholic and Public Life, but a transcript was shared to the Archbishop's personal blog. He begins his address by noting that secularization is spreading like rapid fire through the United States and in Europe. He also points to a group of elites guarding society down this ruinous path. An elite leadership class has risen in our countries that has little interest in religion and no real attachments to the nations they live in or the local traditions or cultures. This is what's fascinating to me. I'm witnessing this new holy war play out in front of me, and I'm like, oh, you leave me out of this. I'm an alien observer to your planet, from another planet here, from another sphere. This group, which is in charge of corporations, governments, universities, the media. Is it the Vanguard group by any chance? Are you talking about the Vanguard group who owns stock in like absolutely everything, like majority shareholders? It's like you got the Vanguard group and then you got BlackRock right behind them. Is that the one they're talking about here? This group, which is in charge of corporations, governments, universities, the media, and in the culture and professional establishments, wants to establish what we might call a global civilization. Oh, that's a conspiracy theory, though. The New World Order is a conspiracy theory. Techie Mantis, thank you so much for the super chat. I honestly think I traveled into a twisted, effed up parallel universe. You too? So are you from the Berenstein Bears universe? I think a lot of us from the Berenstein Bears universe got shifted into this one. And yeah, there's a holy war going on over here. Can we get back to our own? Do we need that mirror thing from Stargate? Or is it a sliders technology now? Is it what do you guys think? Did it happen like sliders or like Stargate? Or was it a transporter accident? I think somebody went back in time to get rid of Orange Man Bad because they thought that he was the one who ended the world. And funny thing, actually, I think that they've actually put in place the ring and the triggering caused the output of this because you had so many people. I don't know. That's my theory. That's if I were writing it science fiction wise, because I'm just looking at this from the outside like, oh, you're all are fucked. So am I, though. Cyberpraxis, Streamlabs, thank you so much. The woke movement has more in common with a cult than organized religion, though. Exactly. But they don't have like a leader. It's like they all act as the leader and the security. You know, they're all the brute force. They're all the They're all the enforcement because the only way to appease the wokier than nows is to go and cancel somebody else, right? And I've been guilty of doing that too. You find something that somebody else has done worse than you, and that's how you earn your favor back in woke culture. But I don't know. But I don't want to. No, I know I don't want to. I do not want to be part of that woke culture unless they give me the billions and billions of dollars of protection that the highest echelon. Because let's face it, they know how smart I am. They know what I know. They know that I know that they know what I know. So you think that they would offer me way in, because they know I'd switch sides in a heartbeat, but I don't know. We're going all conspiracy theory and woo now. If they think I wouldn't. It's global civilization. Which character am I in now? Oh, I forgot what character we're doing. Oh, we're doing all my stupid characters are all together now. Oh, I don't know. Yellow Spider-Man. I'm from the universe where neither Bernstein or Berenstein Bears ever existed. Joey Chad says hi. Hello. I am X-Mob. Exactly. Then they pretend to be trendy only in belief in half of the scripture. So the right invented cancellation, the left hijacked it. I'll switch back eventually. The question is, do you hate the behavior of the side? I think I hate both sides in their own ways. I think both sides have some great attributes and some great points, and I think that either side that resorts to violence is bad. So in like the 90s, in the very, very early 90s, remember what they were doing to Planned Parenthood places and stuff? Yeah, that wasn't okay. So I'm like, okay, well that side's an asshole. And then you go into like 2020, I'm like, oh, well, that side's an asshole too. They're doing the same thing. So So I'm like, I don't know. This is why I voted for Kanye. What the fuck does that even mean, Kobe Bryant? I don't know. What are we talking about? The Archbishop begins noting that the secularization is spreading like rapid fire. Oh yeah, here globalization built on a consumer economy and guided by science, technology, and humanitarian values and technocratic ideas about an organized society. In this elite worldview, there is no need for old-fashioned belief systems in religion. In fact, they see it, religion, especially Christianity, only gets in the way of the society they hope to build, he asserts. Well, I mean, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. But then again, once you guys realize that that the angels and aliens and stuff were all aliens, and Jesus was alien. This is all alien stuff. Like, once that comes back into play, which is going to be kind of hilarious. Once that comes back into play, I think then that's going to be the thing that kind of quiets both sides. Oh, but this major holy war is going to be happening as and I'm kind of excited. I'm actually kind of excited for this one, and I shouldn't be. Later on, the Archbishop discusses cancel culture and political correctness. In your program for this Congress, you allude to cancel culture and political correctness, and we recognize that often what is being canceled and corrected are perspectives rooted in Christian beliefs about human life, about the human person, about marriage, about family, and more. Which is true. I think a lot of us do get a lot of these, basic laws and ideals built on hey, let's not judge other people. Let's leave it to that guy in the clouds who's probably an alien. Let's just let him judge everybody, because we all kind of agree that we're all kind of just mindlessly wandering around this planet after being genetically engineered and experimented on by aliens to create these human ape-like Crimea that we all are. And that once you realize that, all of our little bickering and stuff is kind of pointless. So, Demolition Man is where we're headed. I think so. Maybe. I don't like to pick sides. I just been watching shit go down. That's kind of where I'm kind of at, because, I know there's a lot of great people on both sides of the aisle, and then there's a lot of crazy people on both sides of the aisle, and then there's people like me. I'm like, I just can't. I can't. And seriously, Mountain Dew. Took a sip of the Mountain Dew and it gets on the glasses. Now that's all I'm seeing is that one pop of fizz that got it. Okay. Later on, Archbishop discusses cancel culture and political correctness. In your program for this Congress, you allude to cancel culture and political correctness, and we recognize that often was being canceled and corrected. Yeah, we already read that part. We read that. Oh, yeah, because look at what some of the Christian beliefs are. Do unto others, do no harm. That's more a Hippocratic oath, isn't it? We're getting everything confused. What are some of the values? Oh yeah, don't kill people. People are people, so why can't it be, it's just stuff like that. Marriage is the union of a man and a woman in this religious spectrum, right? This is what I was questioned about the wokier than thou part, though, and I like to question, and I get called out by the gays because they don't like it when I question. I'm like, well, if you're so against Christianity, because you get some of them that really, really are. So okay, if you hate Christianity and you hate the right side and you hate right wingers, why do you want to appropriate marriage? Why do you want to appropriate it? Like, is it just to mock them? Because then you've got, like, the people who are genuinely like, I don't care about the politics of it. I just want to be able to visit my spouse in the hospital. Great. That's the gay marriage rights that I'm behind. I'm behind those people. I'm behind the people who are like, you know what? If my partner's in the hospital and I can't go visit them, this is a problem. I can't put them on my health insurance at work. That's the gay rights I'm for. And the right to lose half your shit if you go through a divorce. You can have that too, I suppose. However, I don't understand why the appropriation of it. Is it just to kind of flaunt it and to mock it? Is it like the equivalent of putting an upside down cross on a pair of sneakers or something? Probably like hey, taunt. It's a taunt. It's a taunt, isn't it? Oh, I've played video games where they have taunts. That's what it is. I get it now. I get it. Thou shalt not steal. Yeah, see, now they're like, oh, well, it's okay to steal if in this case, because this. All right. Yeah. He elaborates in your society and mine. Well, that's what they say anyway. That's not what I'm saying. He elaborates in your society and in mine. The space that the church and believing Christians are permitted to occupy is shrinking. Are you sure though? Are you sure though? Because there's like a bigger religious movement, I think, than people realize with all the mega churches, and you do have a bit of a pushback. You do have a lot more conservative leaning, Christian leaning, sort of culture popping up now. So is it just because there's so much of the noise from the other side now that people are like, all right, I guess we gotta pull our pants on and do something? Christian institutes and Christian-owned businesses are increasingly challenged and harassed. The same is true for Christians working in educational, healthcare, government, and other sectors. Holding certain Christian beliefs is said to be a threat to their freedoms and even to the safety of other groups in society, in our societies. Well, you do see a lot of, how many times do they want to boycott Chick-fil-A? And I'm just like, fine, now I want Chick-fil-A. Thank you. I live in the South. These people write their stuff from New York and LA. Yeah. Well, there's different cultures all throughout the country. Being gay is okay, but why push it on everyone's child? That's the other thing. It's like, why do you need to talk to them about it in private? Like, why do you have to talk to kids about gay stuff at all? About relationship stuff, about being grown up? I think you anything deeper than being aware, because I was aware that I had teachers who were probably gay even in the early 90s. Even in the early 90s, I'm like, oh, she's probably gay. Oh, these two are yeah, that makes sense. You would talk about it, and then you'd move on with your day, because who cared? You were aware gay people existed. You were aware of all this stuff. There's no way kids are not going to be aware of it. Please, more of these afternoon streams. Your sharpest commentaries come during the afternoon. They probably do. Well, I'm louder too. I'm definitely louder. One of the problems with me, I wasn't able to do a lot of afternoon streams for a while, was because we were dealing with going to my mom's place every afternoon to clear it out, and we're still dealing with a lot of that stuff. We're still dealing with it. I'm trying. I'm definitely trying. I shall not have headaches when men want sex. Holy crap, we have 209 people watching. Well, smash the like button. I appreciate it. Yeah, I want to do more of these afternoon. I used to do regular afternoon streams, for sure. And then late at night we'll get, a handful of regulars just chilling and watching Power Washers. So I really appreciate those. Unless a victim is an unborn child or declared an enemy of the state. Oh, I missed the first part of what you said. BS. No pineapple on pizza. Pineapple on pizza. No pineapple on pizza for me, but I'm not going to freak out if it's there. I'm going to freak out more if there's an onion. If I accidentally bite into a raw onion on a pizza, no. That's what gets me. Attack Bauer. In this business, you've got to be able to have people disrespecting you, and you've got to smile and pretend like you like it, and that's okay. In every business, I think in every business, you got to be able to handle that. Remember the South Park episode about sex ed? Oh, thank you for subscribing. Showing kindergartners how to use condoms. Yeah. They didn't know. Well, because Butters, didn't he just wear it all the time and he ended up peeing in it? Butters, they don't understand a lot of this stuff. That's kind of the problem, is kids don't understand. Heck, people would say words, and I would replace them with other words because I didn't understand the word because I was too young for the word. So, they tried to cancel Jim Carrey again. Oh, because where was it? We talked about that a little earlier in the stream. He was, oh crap, where is it? Now I lost the tab. Oh, here it is. Jim Carrey. Hollywood is spineless for giving Will Smith a standing ovation. So they're trying to cancel him again now. For crying out loud. Embedded, more videos. Jim Carrey was eviscerated Will Smith at the Dolby Theater audience, and the Oscars was eviscerated. Oh, for crying out loud. Why don't they have an article? I don't want to just replay their video. For giving the star a standing ovation when he won the Best Actor. Yeah. And then they tried to go after Zoe Kravitz for saying, here's a picture of my dress at the awards show where we apparently are assaulting people on stage now. Oh, they got so mad at her for that. And she's edited it too. She probably edited it to remove the comments. Let's see. I don't see any comments on it. That's probably why, huh? That's probably why. Oh, that's a cool guitar she's got. That's not a guitar. That's one of the. That's a lute. Is that a lute? I don't remember. We didn't get sex education until second year in secondary school. What you Yanks called high school. What we got. Okay, so what we got. I think in like 7th grade, which is 12, about 12. Like you get the talk where they separate the boys and the girls to talk about, you know, what happens to girls with their flows and their, yeah. So they separate like at, 10, which is 5th grade. And even 5th grade felt a little early for that, about 9 and 10. But that's when about the biological stuff starts happening, so they want to get you before girls, get really embarrassed or boys get embarrassed too. I mean, that's all I need to say about, we've all been there. We've all been through it. So I think that's why they do it at that age group. Jim Carrey reminded me of all the times during his stand-up days when folks would have been perfectly justified in walking up on stage and smacking him one. I don't think they would have been justified, though. That's the thing. Like, that's where it kind of draws the line for me, is you don't smack somebody on stage because they say something offensive. I say offensive things all the time, and I never would want to get smacked for it. So that's why they're going after Jim Carrey. I think they're trying to divide even more people, because when you go into just who is speaking out, well, okay, you've got some very, very activist-y Hollywood types who are now saying, hey, no smacking people, none of this. Because I think that they were trying to, one, maybe condition the public to think that perhaps they're going to be okay with violence. Maybe this is where my conspiracy brain ticks in. This is like an Aluminum Archives moment here. So maybe we should go down the rabbit hole of that. Do I have my Aluminum Archives promo on my soundboard? I probably don't. If I don't, I'll add it. Oh, yes, I do.
When real conspiracies become far too outlandish, that's when parody conspiracies look even more like reality. It's time to strap on your headgear and search through the Aluminum Archives.
I think they might be, this is my tinfoil moment here, they might be using this to further divide people who used to be on the same side. I was thinking for a moment that they were really only dividing people on one side of the aisle with issues, but no, the more I see it, the more they're taking away and they're chipping away from the far, far wokier than thou side. Now they're trying to slam people. They're slamming Zoe Kravitz. They're slamming Jim Carrey. They're slamming Whoopi Goldberg. Even Howard Stern, they're trying to separate from the super duper wokier than thou group. So maybe this is one more thing that they're trying. Maybe it's all a ploy. Maybe it's whoever is trying to divide everybody and cause chaos on this planet is the one trying to do it. A little something for all your hard work and the glorious gift of content you provide. Oh, thank you so much, calling you in. Holy crap. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Excellent. That's probably, you know what? That's a shot. That's a shot. It's too early in the afternoon for one, but we're taking one anyway. As we spill it all over our soundboard. Thank you. That's me. Get it in a minute. Holy crap, that's the puckers. See, we do shots at night. We're probably going to be riffing the thing live if we can get it clipped for What the Dub tonight. We're going to do What the Dub stream tonight. Do you think Will have slapped Chris Rock if Chris were a bigger guy? No. And, well, I don't think a bigger guy would have taken a shot at Jada. I think Chris Rock is, like, just one of those guys who, well, we've seen it with Everybody Hates Chris. I mean, he's, like, this kind of, how do you put it? How do I put it nicely? He's the type of guy who annoys people because he's this little weaselly sort of type of guy. And he... Is Ezra Miller famous in the UK? I don't know. But no, I don't think he would have smacked him had it been a bigger guy.
I think there's sweet time getting my bagel.
Okay. Do they have those at the Dunkin' store? Yay! I need a paper towel, pretty please. You got a bagel. What kind of bagel?
Everything bagel, cream cheese.
Oh, you're right about Chris Rock. Yeah, I think he did it intentionally and to antagonize. I thought they had him like in the big fruity drinks. Not fruity drinks, like a Starbucksy drink. That's okay. We need coffee. Shattered Donnie had a mock interview on Today and it didn't go well. Proper on Friday. Donnie who? Donnie Osmond.
Squirrel's looking for peanuts.
Go get the squirrel peanuts. Little guys usually have big mouths. I think so too. Too bad it wasn't Rock that made the G.I. Jane. Or too bad it wasn't The Rock that made the G.I. Jane joke. I'd like to see Will Smith try and slap him. Oh, the Rock wouldn't have made the joke. Like, Chris Rock has always kind of had mean-spirited comedy. If you look at it. Thank you. He's always kind of had that, I'm going to take a shot at somebody sort of comedy. Whether it be, remember, even his old Players magazine bit about the strippers with stretch marks, they were strippers. The Playboy, the Players models. He's always kind of been a taking a comedian that takes shots at people is the best way to put it. Oh, you're talking to Donnie Pearson. Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't see it. I thought Donnie Wahlberg. I did too. I'm like, is that Donnie Wahlberg? Did he do something? Are they trying to cancel him? I'm sure they would. But I think they're just trying to go after anybody who's speaking out against it because I think they want Chris Rock to think that he doesn't have support. This goes back to my other theory earlier in the stream. I'm just going to have to leave the stream up. This goes back to like earlier in the stream where I was saying that I think that they might have a very public push to make Chris Rock think that he has no rights and no support and no backing. Yeah. This is why they're going after Zoe Kravitz. This is why they want to either shame or discredit anybody who is standing in Chris Rock's corner. So this is what makes me think it's like somebody on behalf of Will Smith, maybe a publicist, maybe it's just his fan base is that strong. I don't know. Could be just his fan base standing for him, which perfectly reasonable. Would Will slap The Rock? Probably not. Will only slapped Chris Rock because he knows he's got low self-esteem outside of his comic work. Will is a bully. I think Chris Rock does have low self-esteem outside his comedy work. That's why, like, his last special was just him blaming white people for his problems and talking about how everybody's coming to get him and coming to get his money because his wife left him. Oh no, the chat disconnected for a minute. Did we lose internet? Are we still here? I lost internet for a split second. Okay. I see more support for Chris than Will. That is also true. I think Will knows he screwed up, and I think that I think everybody knows he's screwed up. But at the same time, you do kind of root for a guy to slap somebody who's insulting your honor as a woman. As a woman, you do kind of root for that. So there's so many different layers to this. And this is why I like talking about this. This is why this is one of those stories that I'm like, oh, I have so much to say about this one. Because there's so many angles you can look at it from. And I don't know how many just singular opinions I have. Good, we're still here. Good. Loads of public support from the ticket buying public. Yeah, and that's true too. I just don't think that I would want to sit through a Chris Rock special. Like, do people know that Chris Rock isn't Dave Chappelle? Like, Rob, do people know Chris Rock isn't Dave Chappelle?
Yeah, they do.
It's like, do they realize he's just going to tell a bunch of jokes at their expense?
I mean...
Jada, though. What about Jada? What would she do? Let me put it this way. I'm descended from people who would start with other border folk over a small slight. He had the cuck range. That too.
Yeah, I've never seen Chris Rock in person.
Yeah.
But one of the funniest things I ever remember about Chris Rock was that reference on The Simpsons.
Uh-huh.
And Ned Flanders went to go see him.
Mm-hmm.
So all the tickets said Chris Rock. I'm going to a Christian rock concert. Chris Rock. Well, sir, I'm fairly open-minded, but I've never heard a preacher use the MF word so often.
And that was funnier than anything Chris Rock ever did.
Chris Rock is funny, but it's
he was funny in the early 90s and in the 80s.
A lot of his material is really dated.
Says the Scooby-Doo joke guy.
Yeah, says the Scooby-Doo. And I would know. I would know.
It is. It is. This material is so dated. And then I have issues when comedians come out and all their material is just, you know.
Jim Carrey's right, though.
Yeah, Jim Carrey is right. Oh, they're trying to cancel him. You didn't know. You didn't see all this stuff. This all happened overnight.
I'm gonna get,
Oh, this all happened overnight. So yeah, they're trying to cancel Zoe Kravitz. They're going after.
figures.
The Archbishop is saying that woke Hollywood
Archbishop of who?
of Los Angeles, Jose Gomez, saying that the wokier than now stuff is a new religion.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong, and that's what I've been saying
He's
for
not
all
wrong.
this time.
Listen. God teaches you to forgive and be accepting, okay?
Yeah.
But
And they don't want to. They don't, like, the wokier than nows don't have that in their religion. You cannot forgive anybody.
no, and like I said, you know, hey, listen. Oh, if you said, listen, Will Smith screwed up. Mm-hmm. Okay, let him make amends. And, you know, if he's genuinely remorseful, if he's genuinely regrets his actions, then you know what? Let's welcome him back. But
Pope Bob Iger should weigh in on this article.
Pope Bob Iger is going to weigh in on this article.
No, on your channel, on his channel.
Pope Bob Iger will weigh in
on his
Pope
channel.
Bob Iger. Wait a minute. I felt myself overcome by the spirit of Pope Bob Iger.
You should do it. He should do it on his channel.
Yes, he will.
You should do a video on it.
You have. Oh, wow! Look at the.
I know we were hired too for a bit.
Oh my goodness!
I know. Thank you guys so much.
Everybody,
for
thank you for sure. No.
We gotta do more afternoons.
Really.
I gotta do more
Everybody,
afternoons.
listen. It means a lot that you take time out of your day.
Yeah.
To click on a video
and hang out, listen to me
hang
yell.
out, watch a live stream. You know, it really does. Because other than that, we're just rambling into the ether like a lunatic.
It's okay, I am.
But seriously, that really, it really does mean a lot when you guys watch and give feedback. It really does.
Yeah.
So okay.
It's better than working.
Everybody, thank you for hanging out on a Wednesday afternoon, glorious Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah.
Did you talk about Star Trek?
Not yet. We'll have a video clipped of it. We can talk about it in a second if you want.
God.
I got a Bill Maher one. So yeah, that's about all I
doing.
got. That's about all I got there. Robert Meyer Burnett has seen Spock. He said DAFUQ.
FUQ.
The fuck.
Okay. Giorgio, that's all
I got on this one.
Great French artist, Giorgio de Fuck.
Yeah, Giorgio de Fuck. Oh, so we got Ezra Miller. I didn't get to Ezra Miller yet. There's an update.
I have to get some clips together for What the Dub.
Uh-huh.
What do people? Oh well, we're gonna do some Will and Jada stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
I gotta get his speech though. His Oscar acceptance speech.
Yes.
So, all right, everybody.
Yeah, his acceptance speech, and when she cheated on him too.
Yeah, well, that's
another one.
Oh God, that should be worth at least 10, 15, 20 clips.
20 clips, right? Maybe not the whole, not every angle, but not the same angle. Do like from the stage, do the one from his seat, because if we have too many of the same, then it just feels like the same clip. But.
Well, like I said,
we're gonna do that tonight.
It's gonna be a lot of the same clips.
Glaceon Spock.
But because it's.
He looks like a Glaceon. That's the wrong picture.
Spock Glaceon. Ugh.
He looks like a Glaceon. He looks like a Glaceon now. Not this picture of him. I gotta get a better picture of him. Where's a new Spock? I gotta get a new one. He looks like a Glaceon.
But like I said, so
woke Shrek. That's a Pokemon if people.
How's your mocha there?
It's all right. It's pretty good. It's better than the Starbucks one because those taste like the tin lid.
Yeah, well,
I thought they were gonna give like a big foofy drink with the whipped cream and stuff.
Oh no.
I guess they don't do those anymore.
Well, no, if you had. I understood this.
Yeah, that's all right.
Those are good.
Yeah. It's the same stuff. It's just that one probably wouldn't have survived. Now every Caucasian should line. Keep my wife's names out of your mouth. Thinking they'll be tough. Paramount Plus is desperate. Tried canceling for 15 months and they keep giving me another free month. Oh wow, really? Wow. I didn't know that. I figured everybody just watched it on F movies. Don't do that, by the way. Never ever do that. Never ever ever do that. Holy crap! Holy crap! There's Ezra Miller updates. Oh, there's a lot of Ezra Miller updates. Okay, we're gonna snap ourselves in. Ezra Miller! Oh, you. Him! Look what he did! He did a thing again! He's been doing things for a while. Sean Russell, Spockion! It is the Glaceon Spock. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm psychic. I'm not. It popped up on screen before here. Ezra Miller has, as we know, I talked about this the other day, he had gotten himself arrested in Hawaii at a karaoke bar where he's there singing and he grabs the mic out of somebody's hand because she was singing bad and he threw darts at somebody or something. No, he didn't do any of that. But the Hawaii couple that he assaulted, allegedly, have filed a restraining order against Ezra Miller following his arrest. He was previously arrested and charged with disorderly conduct and harassment in Hilo on Monday. And his legal woes continue after being charged with disorderly conduct and harassment for 2 alleged incidents at a Hawaii karaoke bar over the weekend. 2 Hilo residents filed for a temporary restraining order against the actor. And they filed for a restraining order too. Holy crap. After what? Where is it? Against the 29-year-old Justice League star in the 3rd Circuit District Court on Tuesday, according to the court document obtained by People claiming that Miller harassed and threatened them. The complaint alleges that, holy crap, wait for it, he burst into the bedroom of the petitioners and threatened the alleged male victim by saying, "I will bury you and your slut wife." What? What? I just heard of the first part of it. Oh, this document claims that Miller stole some of the alleged victim's personal belongings. Is this new? Did this just drop this morning? Oh, that was yesterday. That was last night. That was late last night on People magazine. What time did they... 7 hours ago. This is new. Because he allegedly burst into their bedroom and threatened Ezra Miller. Gee, how would a super stable young man like Ezra Miller here?
Hi, this is Ezra Miller.
He's so stable and lovely, and he never went to Iceland and threw his hands on a woman's neck or anything.
AKA the Bengal Ghouls, the Mad Goose Wizard, and
you're just the actor who plays the Flash in that bad movie I slept through.
This is a message for the Beulahville chapter of the North Carolina Ku Klux Klan.
Is it 1960? I must have missed something. I don't know. They probably didn't give me that feed. They only give me certain spun information in my feed.
Hello. First of all, how are y'all doing?
Do they exist? Are they still alive? Huh, he seems super stable and nice, doesn't he?
It's me. What?
These 90-year-old these what's a 90-year-old octogenarian? They're octogenarians, only they're plus 10 who might still be in existence, know who you are. Hi on their behalf. Do they exist? Are they ghosts? Wait a minute. We have communication from that chapter. We're getting it now. We gotta pull out the crystal ball. Ooh, all of the spooky. We got communications from the grave, from beyond the grave. They're saying we haven't existed in 30 years and we don't care anymore. And we don't care anymore. See, it says it right there. Right there. It says it right there. They don't know who you are, sweetie. They don't know.
Look, if y'all want to die,
they are... Is he hearing voices?
Suggest just killing yourselves with your own guns. Okay?
He's nice and stable. Gee, he would never, ever break into a couple in Hawaii's room. Why would they need a restraining order against somebody like that, you know? He would never say something like that. He's never been on public saying that ever before. He would never, ever do such a thing. The 2 Hawaii residents have filed for a temporary restraining order against the Justice League star. Claiming they harassed and threatened them. If they're not gonna get rid of him from the this is probably why they were pushing it back, right? The complaint claims that Miller burst into the bedroom of the petitioners and threatened the alleged male victim by saying, "I will bury you and your slut wife." According to the court records obtained by the Associated Press, Miller is accused of stealing some of the alleged victims' personal belongings, including a wallet and passport. He stole their wallet. Why does he need their wallet and passport for? Is he going to flee the country? He could just go swim to Japan if he wants to. Why doesn't he try that? Go swim to Japan, sweetie. It'll be fun. Just hold your breath for a while, and if you're under the water, just go ahead and breathe. You're the Flash, right? You can breathe underwater. You got your fish pal. He's real. He'll help you out. Jason Momoa. He's the guy I'm thinking of. I don't care. Do it anyway. The respondent is famous and wealthy, the document states. This makes access to weapons much easier, as well as sending associates to harass the petitioner, as well as a flood of Twitterati and any other support this guy might still have. Does he still have support? Oh, we haven't had a good crazy Hollywood person in a while. Oh, not since Britney. Too bad about Britney, though. Oh, where we find out in 20 years that he was passed around or something, or ritually something when he was a kid. Is that where we're going to find out? No, man, the Japanese are probably terrified of Loopy Ezra. That's true. Maybe he could swim there and Godzilla could meet him like halfway. Is Godzilla hungry? Does he like greasy, scrawny actor boys? I wonder. They need to replace Ezra with Grant Gustin. I'm not about to watch these latest Flash episodes now. Oh, speaking of, I'm about to watch the latest Flash episode now. If it's good. On a positive note, this may be Ezra's Robert Downey Jr. moment. He's right for a comeback. He could be. See, this is what's always fun about a good celebrity train wreck, too. Because if they can redeem themselves out of this, then they're the most popular people ever. But I don't know if he's there yet. Sean Rousel bursts into the bedroom. Does he think he's the Kool-Aid Man? Oh, yeah. He is, the Kool-Aid Man. Ezra Miller. He's such a nice little boy, isn't he? He would never hurt anybody.
Otherwise, keep doing exactly what you're doing right now, and you know what I'm talking about.
Wait. I gotta ask. What is he talking about? What are you doing? They say they're watching Hendrix play guitar with Eddie Van Halen right now. Maybe because they're all dead already.
And then, we'll do it for you if that's really what you want.
Call the sheriff. Call the law enforcement. Call somebody. Call a locksmith, maybe. Lock him up.
Okay, talk to you soon, okay? Bye.
He's such a nice little boy. Yeah, go to hell and die. You go to hell, you die. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Do not redeem yourselves from anything, Ezra Crapping Miller. That is definitely a serial killer smile, Ezra. Andrew Graham. Oh, thank you so much, Andrew Graham. I appreciate it. Oh, does it? Don't you think? That's just so creepy. Oh, I hope he gets some help though. I can't imagine being that angry. Well, I can, because these are the same people who went crazy a couple of years ago, aren't they? These are the same people who went all nutso. Why the F is this? What the F is this? I don't know. This is Ezra Miller. He burst into their home. Ezra Miller. Okay, all seriousness, all jokes aside, I've been doing the bits. We've been doing the crystal balls and stuff. We don't want to see actors or anybody going through these mental breakdowns. I hope he can get some help and redeem himself. So that's all I got to say about Ezra Miller. And other than that, stay out of their bedroom, for crying out loud. And don't grab the karaoke mic from the karaoke people, no matter how bad they sing. Not a sane person. He needs help putting on a straitjacket. Oh, he's gone bye-bye. Rob, Ezra Miller threatened those people. Really? Yeah. He burst into their bedroom. He stole their passport, they're saying. Did you see this? I imagine what kind of report you'd have to do for that other channel. Oh, we got one more. Bill Maher. Bill Maher. Do we need Bill Maher to weigh in on this? Do we really need Bill Maher to weigh in on the Will Smith Oscar night slapperoonie? I guess we do. Why not? I am Mecha. And, oh yeah, here we go. Child stars end up like this. Yeah, he's lucky he didn't happen in Texas or DL. He would have been shot. You know, Ezra Miller? We were talking about him earlier. We can cut this out if I do a separate video of this. If Ezra Miller did this anywhere else, right? Yeah, if he were in like quote unquote red state with people with their openly carrying and stuff, like there's no way he would set foot there. He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't have the guts because he would provoke somebody and they wouldn't take his crap. You know, you attack somebody, they're gonna respond, and then we'd have the reports of Ezra Miller shot in Texas for trying to grab the mic from a karaoke woman. You know. Ezra Miller, if he's out there, he's not listening to me. If he happens to hear this, I think that, you know, if he wants to try what he was trying in Hawaii, if that allegedly did happen, then, you know, maybe going to a state where the people might not be so receiving of it. You people, Bill Maher. Do we hear what Bill Maher has to say? I don't know, but we're gonna read what he says anyway. What's he? This is a deadline thing. Cancel culture encapsulated. I click the article because I'm a clickbaiter. I fall for it all the time. If it says cancel culture or woke or this or that, I click on it. Is how Bill Maher describes Will Smith's Oscar night reaction is cancel culture encapsulated. Yeah. It's basically you can't do, you can't say, you can't think. Why are you sometimes coming around to say something halfway intelligent, Bill Maher? Really? It was not a good look for Will, said Bill Maher today of Will Smith's reaction to the Chris Rock joke at the Oscars. You know, the one that got him smacked. We know. There's a million links. There's a million links. I can make a case that we've all been under a lot of pressure and a lot of emotion, and I understand a lot of emotion running through him. But that was just out of line. And it reinforced the idea that jokes are the enemy. Yes. And this is why I'm so against the physical violence part of this, right? Did he say a stupid thing? Yeah. Am I a little disappointed that yes, but that's that's a situation that happens to everybody. That's a situation that happens to all of us. Every single person who's been canceled or had backlash has crossed a line in somebody's mind at some point. And people on both sides say, I'll get canceled or cross the lines. So that's not, people aren't immune to it just because they're against woke culture. George Brown, if you love the channel. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Now I gotta sniff. My nose is runny, and I don't have Kleenex nearby, so I'm like, I got the sniffles. It's allergy season, full force, because of course it is. I'm sorry. Yeah, jokes are not the enemy. That's the big thing, though. Jokes are not the enemy, and he would have had a backlash on Twitter. This is the big, most important thing, is because Will Smith smacked him. I was asking this question right after it happened. Does that mean that Chris Rock now is clear of basically being overly offensive? Is he clear of, you know, does that kind of is that the end of it? Is that his consequence for telling a joke that crossed the line? Was the direct backlash of the direct person that he directly insulted, or the direct family of the person, right? Because I think that's really the only person who should be offended by the joke is the actual person that the joke was at the expense of. The rest of us, I think, looking at this from the outside, From my perspective, I can look at both sides of it and be like, you know, both of you guys are in the wrong here. You said a wrong thing. However, I don't think he should be canceled for it. He might have had the most appropriate consequence for him in the moment. And is Chris Rock going to have any consequences now for the joke, now that the Will Smith physical part of this has sort of overshadowed the grievance, I guess, or the reworthy offense, I should say. And I don't know the answer to that. I don't know. Troll toll. I do not troll. Oh no, the troll toll. That's my bot. That's just my bot. That's my bot. That's just for anybody. It's not you guys. That's just my bot. I thought it was cute because sometimes we'll get people trolling, and I'm like, well, fine. And then we time them out, and then I could probably remove that though. I could probably remove that at this point if that seems super off-putting. I've had people like respond to it, and I know it's just a bot because that's the bot that like drops the links. In case we don't have any mods for the day. So I apologize if that's irritating anybody. Will shamed a lot of body shamed a lot of aliens in the Men in Black series. It got body slammed because of your daddy joke. Why? Letterkenny seems to have it down to a fine art. I miss those days. Here, I'm reading back. Are trolls racist now? They are. I just thought it was a cute play on the Robin Hood thing. That's why I put it there. I thought it was kind of cute because it's basically a it's like a cuter way of saying, hey, everybody be nice even though you guys are right now. Sometimes we get a lot of a-holes. So I've been very lucky that they've all been gone for a while now. So yay. Here we are. I could make the case that we already read that part. The Will Smith Chris Rock incident will take weeks to investigate, says the Academy, as the real-time host was speaking with TMZ. It was sort of like cancel culture encapsulated, because at first you saw he was laughing at the joke, right? This is what happens with a lot of cancel stuff. At first, oh, it's funny, and then you look around, oh, wait, I'm supposed to be offended. And then there's the subsequent overreaction. He was like a Twitter mob come alive. Yes. I agree with that. The comedian then praised Chris Rock for not reacting in kind and getting pulled back, or getting pulled and getting pudding in kind and getting putting the focus. Oh, there you go. I didn't make the laugh. Getting pudding. I'm not used to seeing getting and pudding next to each other. And putting the focus back on the show. Getting back to the focus of the show. Yeah, they should have worded that. Who wrote this? Excellent. Tom Tap, please write these in a way I can read them, for crying out loud. Oh, and then we got a Bruce Willis one too we gotta talk about. Colin Ewan, Chris Rock can now declare open season on Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. Go forth and roast. Oh, I don't know if he would. That might actually result in something even worse. But thank you so much, Colin Ewan. I appreciate it. Jada is the Emperor Palpatine of the scenario. She does come across like she told him to. That's my gut instinct, is like she wanted him to do something. Because girls always want a big display. Girls will often want a big display. Let's see. Chris Rock is the hero here. Yes, but I can totally see why people would still be triggered by what he said. However, do we want to really be triggered on behalf of one particular person who already got, I guess not the justification, but I hate saying an eye for an eye, but it was kind of like an eye for an eye. You know, she got her feelings hurt. He got slapped. It's over and done with. It's still violence, though. It's still violence. I mean, it might have been a lot more appropriate just for Will Smith to sit there and, like, tweet during the show or get on Instagram and be like, can you believe this shit? He's saying something about my wife again. Something. He should have said something. But I think just in that split second, he saw her reaction and he got up and he got really, really, yeah. And I can totally agree that 2020 and 2021 have taken an emotional toll on everybody. Maher is not the only comedian who publicly took issue with Will Smith slapping Chris Rock over a joke. Jim Carrey, Whoopi Goldberg, Howard Stern, and Kathy Griffin have all been vocal about their concerns in the past 2 days. Weird, because aren't all these people usually wokier than thous? These people are usually super duper wokier than thou. Comedians rally around Chris Rock. Now these are some of the people that they're trying to cancel now. Stand-up comics are very adept at handling hecklers, tweeted Mark Hamill last night. Violent physical assault, not so much. Hamill's tweet drew the distinction between the speech and the action many could continue to drive home. as the comedy community mostly rallies around Rock. Absolutely, because you wouldn't want somebody to be drunk at a comedy club you're performing at and come up and smack you. I mean, how many times have comedians said jokes that people are offended by? And it's like we're, people who try and be funny. And I'm putting myself in as comedy here because I do try and be funny sometimes. And it doesn't always work. But these people do try and be aware that, okay, we're not trying to hurt people's feelings. We're just trying to make people laugh about it. And if it's going to hurt somebody's feelings, Anywho, Howard Stern said on a serious radio show this morning, you don't hit people over speech. Certainly not at the Academy Awards. And Will Smith's not going to contain himself, or has got to contain himself. Carrey agreed, telling Gayle King on CBS Mornings Tuesday. If you yell from the audience and show disapproval or say something on Twitter, that's okay. You do not have the right to walk up on stage and smack somebody in the face because they said words. Most comedians' reactions to the slap that stunned the Oscars when Will bounded on stage and struck Rock over a joke seems mostly to come down decidedly for, as one comedian puts it, Team Rock. Smith has apologized to Rock. Kathy Griffin was the first among to speak out strongly. See, here's the thing. This is what's so weird. Oh, here's hers. Let me tell you something. It's a very bad practice to walk up on stage and physically assault a comedian. Now we have to worry about who wants to be the next Will Smith in the comedy clubs and theaters. Yeah, because then they'll go viral, won't they? There'll be a bunch of imitators. And this is why I don't like people cheering for this. But did we normalize cheering and rooting for violence too much when we had current sitting politicians doing it all throughout 2020, like cheering on, oh, they should do more and all that crap? Because let's face it, we all saw that. We all were paying attention. A little bit anyway. Rob Schneider, a frequent co-star of Rock, wrote, "There's never an excuse for violence." And he says ever a million times. It's true. So I think this might be one more thing to keep dividing people. This might be one more thing that I'm just surprised about how many people are getting backlash for saying he shouldn't be struck. Because here we go. I got another article on that. If I can find it. You know how they always love to make it an issue. Do I have it? They like to make it an issue of an ethnicity, don't they? And if I don't see it here, it was a Daily Mail article. Shoot, where's that Daily Mail article? Daily Mail, not the tight-lipped one. Chris Rock is here. There's something. There's something on the Daily Mail here. Let me pull it up real quick. Shoot. Daily Mail. Where is their search? Where is their search option on the Daily Mail? I can't find it. Hey Rob, can you find that Daily Mail article for me where they have they're calling it white supremacy? What do they call white supremacy? The Will Smith slap. Hollywood hypocrites 3 days ago. Did you see that one? Oh! Excellent. Feathers 127 $5 Streamlabs came for the cleavage, stayed for the amusing commentary. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm looking for that article. Was that a fake one now? I saw it on Twitter. Today's show host Craig Melvin slams Will Smith in the rocks and stoking the idea that men of color can't control anger. That was one of them. Oscars standing ovation for Will Smith after he physically assaults Chris Rock. Proves that Hollywood has the most warped priorities. Hollywood hypocrites. That's another fun one. DailyMail.com. Now, there was one where they were blaming it on making it like a white, like the white supremacy issue. Was it real or fake? Now I gotta look it up. Are you playing Elden Ring still? I'm about to play on my PS in a minute. I am still playing Elden Ring. I will probably play some more, I don't know, probably this afternoon after I wrap the stream here. So I don't even want to talk about that. That's just such a nonsense thing. They're saying, oh, you can't talk about it if you're not a person of color, and it's about black culture and black issues. And I'm like, I saw two very, very wealthy entertainers that I have been aware of for 30 some odd years and seen in many, many things my entire life. I don't see how that might be relevant. That really doesn't have to be. Sorry. I can remove myself from that. They can't, but whatever. Andrew Graham, I think Brian Seltzer blamed Trump for his baldness. Is that the guy Mark Dice makes fun of? See, I don't know a whole lot about politics, but I know what amuses me. And the ones who amuse me are the, like, super conservative-y ones that are like really when Mark Dice does the fake voice on them. I like his videos a lot. But I've watched him since the conspiracy days. That's all I got on that one. Now we got to talk about Bruce Willis. Oh, see, I do like the conspiracy stuff though. I think that's funny. I don't know if I treat it as real, even though like everything is coming true. Here we go. Bruce Willis. I think they wanted you to weigh in on this one. You want to weigh in on this one, Rob? Did you hear about Bruce Willis?
No, what happened to him?
All right.
What happened to Bruce Willis?
Did you hear about Bruce Willis?
No.
No. What happened? Should I start over again? Did you hear about Bruce Willis?
Why? No, I did not.
Turns out he's retiring. I am Mecha. Bookmark this channel. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the smash button. Smash this button of likeness. That one. I don't know. Bruce Willis is apparently retiring from acting. That's the wrong one. Is that it? That's not it either. My snap there. Amid health issues, his family announces. That's sad. Bruce Willis. Yeah, his family today announced the 67-year-old Die Hard, Armageddon, and Pulp Fiction star is stepping away as a result of health issues. Among those is aphasia, a condition that, according to the Mayo Clinic, is that robs you of the ability to communicate. That's terrible. It
can affect your ability to speak, write, and understand language, both verbal and written. It's often caused by a stroke or a head injury. So he got whacked on the head at some point.
Or he had a stroke or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad. Willis has about half a dozen projects either completed or in post.
Yeah.
But not yet released, including Paradise City, which reteams him with Pulp Fiction co-star John Travolta for the first time in 3 decades.
My aunt, I think my aunt might have had that because she was writing on a check one time.
Yeah.
And she said to my uncle, Louie, I can't write. I don't know what's wrong. Turns out she had a stroke and she lost the ability to write. She had no idea.
Producer Randall Emmett, who has also worked much more frequently with Willis over the years, shared his thoughts on the announcement. Bruce and I have worked on over 20 films together. He is a terrific actor and a legendary action star, an incredible father, and a close friend. I fully support Bruce and his family during this challenge and admire him for courage in battling this incredibly difficult medical condition. Bruce will always be part of our family. All right.
He must have had a head injury somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's too bad.
Yeah.
67, not that old. I mean,
no, that's young for today's standards. I mean, did you see the tribute that Weird Al did to Eric Idle?
Yes, who's 79.
He was like 79. I don't know how much of it I can play for you without a copy and copyright.
Even 79 is really not that old. I mean, it's old, but it's not ancient.
No.
So anyway, yeah. So Bruce Willis, hey, listen, like I said, guy's getting older. Listen, he deserves some. He's worked hard at acting for, he's kept his nose clean, from what I've seen, in the last few years. So,
Susan Lucci's husband died.
Best of luck to him. Hope he deals with it well. That's all I can really say about it. That's all I got to say about that.
Looks like Susan Lucci's husband died.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's worth a whole segment.
Well,
if people even knows who that is anymore. She was on All My Children forever and ever and ever. Picard is 81 and seems ancient. Well, you're here since you can yell. Do you want us to look at the new trailer for Strange New Worlds?
Oh yeah.
We have.
They got another one.
No.
From one from the other night.
It's the one that was the one we haven't uploaded yet.
Oh my god. Can.
We already know it's coming.
I don't have any beer to cope.
You don't have any beer to cope.
No.
I got schnapps.
How much you got left?
I don't know.
My God,
they don't even have a Twitter handle for Strange New Worlds.
Oh,
there it is. Trek Core.
Trek Core.
Oh, I got 7,000 tabs open here. Let's close some of these.
I've officially completed the first 3 videos for What the Dub. First 3 Will Smith oriented videos.
Oh, nice. Strange New Worlds. Is this showing up or is this white screening out? There you go. Strange New Worlds. Shoot. We already talked about this a bit.
Now, is her hair pulled back like that to keep it out of her eyes or to make her look less feminine?
Probably to keep it out of her eyes. As a girl, like, mine's back right now, and it's just because it's just easier because it's so long. Like, anytime I go for a walk or something, I got it pulled back. Again. Following this morning's first look at Cadet Uhura, we have the video up for that. Paramount Plus just released a second teaser video focused on the character connection to a certain genetic Superman. Khan! It's Khan! She's related to Khan.
Wait a minute, Sammy Khan?
Yes. Christina Chong's Lan Noonien Singh, serving as chief of security.
You see, Lan sounds like Khan.
Serving as chief of security.
You know that's that's how they came to that. We need a name for this character. What about Tatiana? No. How people are gonna make the connection? What about let's see. Khan Noonien Singh. What about Lan Noonien Singh? Oh, I like the way you think.
And Alvin Peterson, thank you so much. Love your videos. To one of my favorite YouTubers and Star Trek fan to another. Hail Rob. Thank you.
Hello, Alvin.
Rob has a channel too. You're gonna be talking about stuff on this. You got a video coming. So
at some point, yeah.
Well, don't focus on mine so much.
Well,
it's
like
fun.
I said, I want to do some clips for What the Dub. That's fun.
Yeah, that's the fun one. We're gonna probably come back and do some What the Dub tonight for our usual Wednesday.
Well, it's What the Dub Wednesday.
It is What the Dub Wednesday. I went live with an extra one. See, I used to do like 3 streams with other shows. Like I do like a panel over here and a panel over there and a panel over there, and then I do my own stream, and then It
is exhausting.
Yeah. Serving as chief security officer aboard the Enterprise. You'd think they would have ship records. Wouldn't Kirk read the records? Mikey Burnham reads all the records.
Spock, check the records. See if there was a Noonien Singh on the Enterprise. At any point.
Babies are writing Star Trek now. Oh, so here she is.
How are they going to explain this away, though? Well, it's going to be overly simplistic.
Mm-hmm. She isn't just the chief of security. She's a survivor.
Of course
just
she is.
like Tasha Yar.
Yes, because Tasha Yar.
What do you mean I'm unable to view their twits?
Oh, because they block anyone who's has said bad things about them.
I am blocked by Star Trek.
I am blocked. Our good friend Robert Burnett has also been blocked.
That just means I can't respond to them. Well then, how else would I see their trailer and promote it for them for entertainment purposes?
For entertainment purposes, news and commentary, analysis,
and transformative,
and mockery.
Look, there's the back of his head. He's
got the fade, just like they did in the mid '60s. You know,
he canceled me. I've been canceled by better than Star Trek.
Captain Pike, Lieutenant Lan Noonien Singh, Chief.
Lan Noonien Singh.
Lan, not Lan. Lan.
Lan Noonien Singh.
Lan.
Lan.
It's like Lan. Something you got give pat her on the back, like give her
she's got something caught in her throat.
Why is everyone?
It's the JJ Bridge again.
Why is everyone in a red shirt?
She's gonna die.
Chief of security.
Chief of security. Okay, that is a high-profile job in the Star Trek universe. Chief of security. They would have records. Somebody would remember her. Spock, do you remember anything about the Chief of security on the Enterprise before I came aboard?
Uhura doesn't remember her?
No. Oh, that's... Yeah.
Spock doesn't remember. Uhura doesn't remember. Nurse Chapel doesn't remember.
Nurse Chapel doesn't remember. Dr. Mbenga was in one episode, but I mean...
Welcome back and welcome aboard, everyone.
Welcome back and welcome
And she's
aboard.
at the helm.
Why is the chief of security at the helm? Is she?
No.
Oh,
Actually,
no. That's
another-
gender swap Sulu and a gender person
and
a non-binary.
Non-binary buzz cut.
That's our diversity undercut side buzz character for this series.
Okay, I will give him this. I do like how it's more brightly lit.
Yeah, they did light it.
The bridge has better lighting. Lighting.
This bridge should be struck by lightning.
When I was a kid.
Okay.
When I was a kid,
when I was a
on a
kid,
colony like Tasha
and
Yar.
she has the same exact hair.
I was the only one to survive.
She's the only one to survive.
Now, do you think it's going to be...
Another one who has us past.
Do you think it's going to be the colony that Kodos wiped out? Remember? There was one episode, Kodos, it was called Conscience of the King.
They would do that.
4,000 a colony of 4,000 people. He decided to wipe out half of them. Now, if I've got the numbers incorrect, it's been a while since I've seen it, but he decided to, and there were a handful of survivors, handful of witnesses. It was Riley, one of the helmsmen in the earlier episodes. It was Kirk's friend. I can't remember what his name was. His wife, and there was Kirk. There was only a handful of people that could identify him. Now, if she is one of the people that survived that massacre, that's another massive hole.
They'd probably do it.
Yeah, that's...
Calling you in. No. It gets worse. We've seen this before. We recorded this last night where we couldn't yell. He's gonna yell.
Every question just brings up more questions.
He's gonna yell. And thank you so much, Colin Ewan.
Spock. This is Botany Bay. This person there, man. His name is Khan.
Oh no, Donnie Pearson. It's fine to like it. Please.
No, you can like it.
Yeah, please don't think we're picking on you guys if we don't.
No, we're not picking on you guys for liking it. Okay, you want to like it, go right ahead. Nobody's stopping you. But we're just saying this makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah. So Spock is right there on a ship with her.
Which looks like an Apple store.
This looks like an Apple store. Why is the shuttle so big? So he's right there on the ship with her, looking like a Glaceon. He looks exactly like a damn Glaceon.
Okay, now here we go. Now this is important. This is important, okay? Ready?
Ready.
This part is important. And we're going to explain why in a second. All right, they mind meld. He gives her a mind meld, okay? Now, from what I know of Star Trek...
I'm out! How would he not remember? He mind melded with a Noonien Singh. Fuck this show! I'm out. You can watch this one. Con, you can watch this. Con can watch it. You can watch it. You can watch this mess. I'm out. Fuck this show.
The ship at least has reached Corinthian level. That's keep it there. No, keep it there. Well, we're gonna look. We can just put this up as is. Okay, this is gonna be hysterical. Okay, I'm gonna start it back up again. How do we start it back up again? Okay, you do that. You take care of that part. Okay.
Morbid Fury, thank you for being a sponsor.
Morbid Fury has become a sponsor.
Oh no!
What?
Get well, puppy. Oh no! My dog has spinal surgery 2 years.
Oh no!
Puppy, get well, puppy.
Yeah, get well, pooper.
Alvin Peterson, thank you for being a sponsor. Thank you for being a channel member. I appreciate it. I think I spelled tear wrong.
It's fine. Don't worry. Nobody's gonna notice. Okay. You are scared. Now, okay, of course she's an expert in hand-to-hand combat. Okay.
That's the Discovery.
That's the warp core to the JJ.
Yeah, but it looks like the background of the Discovery. Remember when Mikey Burnham first transports over there and she thinks she's a Vulcan because she's wearing all the Vulcan clothes?
Yes.
That's what that looks like in the background there.
Okay, but I'm telling you, that's the warp core from the JJ universe. Look how massive it is.
Is she an augment? Even as she did,
I don't know.
If she just happens to be related to him or have the same last name.
If she's an augment, if she's going through Starfleet Academy, wouldn't they have some kind of test to say all your processes are elevated dramatically? What the hell is going on here?
You didn't see the whole augment episodes of Enterprise, did you?
No, I was out by them. I was out by them. I probably should.
Rewatch those before you rewatch or watch those before you rewatch these. They're not a bad episode. It's like a 2-parter.
Okay.
It's got Brent Spiner. They go into a lot of this augment stuff about why they were dangerous, and a lot of it is. Oh, it was actually pretty decent.
Without even having seen it, I can guess why they're dangerous, because you give any man a superior, you elevate any person, man, woman, to a superior status like that, they start to believe that they are above the law. That they
look at how celebrities act. They think they can get away with. Look at how Ezra Miller's been acting.
If I had 5 times the strength of an average human, you know what?
I would think I was better than everybody too.
Exactly. You'd pick fights just to be an a-hole. Mm-hmm. You'd be above reproach. I mean, that's part of it. That's the danger. Yeah, you have elevated intelligence, you have elevated physical metabolic processes, elevated strength. You're going to think you are superior. You're going to push it just to see how far you can take it.
Why wouldn't he remember? He mind melded with somebody with the name Noonien Singh. He would know her last name.
Spock, how long are you keeping this from me? Captain, I'm sorry.
If they're going in and doing rewrites as we speak, I want a writing credit for telling you guys that you're going to have some throwaway line, because this is what's going to happen. Mark my words. They're going to have some throwaway line where his memory was erased, or he's ordered to never speak of it by Captain Pike. Somebody's going to order him higher up.
Or there was some sort of mental feedback that that erased his memory of her.
Yeah. They're going to have some sort of line like that, and I want a writing credit for when that happens.
Okay, she's got a leather. I'll give him one thing. The leather jacket is cool.
Yeah, scared. I think she's a Mako though. Doesn't she? She kind of looks like a Mako there. With
I don't know.
Aren't these the Makos? Or
I guess.
Because they're not Section
Forces,
30. Yeah, they're not Section 31. They would probably be. What do you guys think? Are they Makos?
Or maybe just cold weather gear. Maybe it's just cold weather gear.
Maybe. But if she's chief of security.
Chief of security is a high profile job.
I know.
Somebody would remember her. Somebody.
I'm so tired of the lazy retcons and crap.
Scared.
She's scared. She can become a... This is like a Discovery spacesuit again.
Yeah, it is. That's, you think they have the big ice cube on their heads, you know?
What is this, Cinderella? She's in Cinderella world? Just keep running.
And that's actually quite a humorous thing. That's more... Hey, can we have a whole show like that?
Yes. Oh, this is gonna be like, I am the goddess of empathy. That's
okay. Somebody's adrift. Okay. Somebody's adrift there.
It's gonna be her, and she's gonna be lost in space, never to be heard and seen from again. And
just like Jill.
Just like the show.
Just like Gerald Ford.
Hey, it looks like the set looks a little closer to Star Trek though in the back. Like their quarters look better.
Better lighting.
I mean, they painted it white at least, so you can kind of see.
Just who I am.
I'm just who I am.
And who is that?
Wannabe Lauren Chen. She just kind of reminds me of, like, if Lauren Chen were an actress, just physically. If you see her speak, God. She just if Lauren Chen had a British accent, that's what she was.
Oh God! Oh dear Lord! This is mentally exhausting.
He literally mind melds with a. He literally mind melds with her.
Spock, you mind melded. I hope you took adequate precautions.
He literally mind melds with a Noonien Singh con person. Mm-hmm. It's just the more you unpack, the more they show you, the more questions it raises, because this is just another retcon. This is just another.
Nothing about this makes any sense.
No, not a damn thing.
Spock has a sister. Why didn't you ever mention it? Oh, he's sworn to secrecy, and it's always waved away. What happened to the spore drive? It was unstable, so we never used it, so we scrapped it. What happened to Discovery? Well, we don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it. They got sent into the future.
You mind melded. There was a Noonien Singh on board the Enterprise with Captain Pike. What happened to her? Who knows?
Who cares?
Who knows?
That's such a huge plot hole when it's such a huge plot point that they not only did they go back to it in the Wrath of Khan, they also brought it back in Star Trek 2, the search for JJ money.
This isn't just a plot hole. This isn't a minor. This is a Grand Canyon-sized plot hole.
And Star Trek 2009 already had plot holes you could fly a starship through. This is bigger. This is worse. This is stupid.
My God.
Uhura isn't even an adult in this timeline.
No,
she's a cadet. Uhura's a cadet.
Okay. Uhura, listen, how old do you think Nichelle Nichols was back then?
Like maybe 25.
26.
Yeah.
If at the very most 30, okay? If George Takei is 30, I talked to Brad at a book signing. George was 30 when he was on Star Trek. Okay? If Nichelle Nichols was maybe 24, 25, that would mean, and this is supposed to take place 10 years before Kirk takes command of the Enterprise, that would make her 14! So we're supposed to believe she's some kind of prodigy?
They might have jumped ahead a couple of years. Since, I mean, this might be like just 5 years before or 3 years before. Because, let's face it, guess what season 2 is going to be?
It's going to be Kirk.
It's going to be Kirk. It's going to be Kirk right on the Enterprise. So this might be 1 year before the Enterprise, for all we know. This might be, they might have been on their mission.
And they are going...
And they're going to end on Kirk coming in.
And they're going to rewrite TOS. They're going to completely try to replace TOS with this. You have Kirk, you have Spock, and you
have Uhura.
I guarantee you, season 2, if not by the end of season 1, season 2, we're going to get McCoy. And then we're going to get Scotty. There's going to be some reference to Montgomery Scott in this. I guarantee you, we are going to get Kirk, Scotty, McCoy, Spock. We're going to have all of them.
It's going to be awful.
By the end of this season, if not next season.
This is just so disheartening and disappointing that they can't even keep their own internal canon consistent.
No.
Like, unless this is going to... Because we know this is a mind meld. We know this is clearly he's mind melding.
Like I said, that's a cool jacket. I will give him that.
He's clearly mind melding. Oh, I saw the Star Trek shoes they got. So they're trying to go a little more
right
wacky.
there. That encapsulates this whole series. Look at the object. Look at the shiny object.
Look at the shiny. It's all about the shiny thing that's there to distract you. Like they put a giant flash on screen and a noise just so that you that you hear it.
I wonder if we're gonna see Timmy Turbo.
Timmy Turbo, no. Timmy Turbo is nowhere to be found in this iteration of Star Trek either. Where is he?
Timmy!
Timmy Turbo.
We gave that character more development than they did in 5 years of Discovery. Oh my God.
He's not even on the show anymore.
What do you think?
He was in season 2 or 1 or 2.
You're really effing me over, man, with these stairs.
Oh, God. This is going to be terrible. This is just going to be terrible.
Like I said, if you like this, fine. Great.
I know.
Great. We're not
We're going to rip it, though. We're going to rip
anybody not to like it.
I know.
But, oh, my God, there is... They're getting worse. They are getting worse.
Yeah, McCoy's going to be back. Star Trek is like Star Trek fans' laser pointer. Yeah. Yeah, modern day Star Trek is just like, it's like a laser pointer at this point. It's just there to dangle in front of these people whose entire lives are, and you know, it's fine to like something. I have plenty of things I'm a huge fan of. I don't get this new kind of generation of fandom that's been cropping up where that's their entire identity.
We'll see a young Picard. No, young Picard is actually, it's about 120 years. It's about 75 years in the future.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
We'll see a descendant.
Again,
look
at the object. Look at the shiny object. Look at the shiny object.
Look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. Don't look around the eyes. Look at the eyes. I did it wrong. I said it wrong. And now I'm canceled for admitting to liking Little Britain.
Oh my God.
Fuck the show. That's what
I'm gonna enjoy you guys. Oh my God.
No, I didn't expect it to be better.
No.
They keep lying and saying every single time it's gonna be better. It's gonna be better this time. We're gonna fix it, and then it's like seriously. I'm just gonna watch it and rip on it and enjoy my life, knowing that they're so incompetent they can't get started.
No, we don't expect it to be better. All we're saying is how much worse can it get.
We must dub her. We must dub thee. We must.
Colin Ewan.
Colin Ewan, thank you so much. £2
To
super
Doctor
chat.
Who money.
Is it Star Trek just Drek? It is Star Trek now. Yeah, they lied about Khan. They lied about everything on this show. They lie about Khan. They lie about, you know, they've got this as a GIF now. And yeah, I say GIF, but I guess the guy who invented it died. So she goes into this.
Where everything. She's going to the prom? What's going on
She's
here?
going to the prom. She's going into Pumpkin. She's our new Cinderella.
God.
She's on the inside of Planet Quijibo before it exploded. That's what's gonna happen. This will be the tree that Cleveland worships on Planet Quijibo.
That's my tree.
Cleveland.
My planet exploded.
And they explain that he has the name Cleveland Book because we picked on his name. So they're like, oh, they just appropriate. They just take the name. They made him into the Dread Pirate Roberts with the name.
That's right. I'm
excited for the memes where Kirk is pictured shouting, Lon!
I'm done.
This is just, it's gonna be.
Is that a Fabergé egg they're opening? What the F, man?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's time for Elden Ring. See you again, Mecha. Yeah, I gotta play some Elden Ring too later today. I gotta, it's about 3. We got a lot of stuff to get done today, so. I've been live 2 hours. I think that's a good, yeah, there's always Babylon 5. Oh, Babylon 5 is amazing. And hopefully JMS is gonna do something decent with the reboot, remake, whatever. It's gonna be a reimagining. I don't think it's going to be this woke thing about teenagers crying, because he's already kind of stated that, yeah, you don't see a whole lot of teenagers in command of, you know, space stations. So, unlike Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah, because it's an important job.
That's an important job. You know, you don't hire some teenager who can't even adult to be the... that's all I got on Star Trek. Get off my screen, bad Trek. Oh, this is just... New Trek is just bad Trek. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really, really appreciate it. Who's live that we could hop over to? I have no idea. Who wants to pay it forward? Who's live? I don't know anybody who's live. Nobody's live right now. Nobody's going live. It's Wednesday. Who goes live on Wednesday afternoon? Are you going live Wednesday, Rob? What? Are you going live? Oh, he's working on some What the Dub clips. I don't see anybody going live right now, but go rate whoever is, and we'll see you on the next video, live stream, or wherever my voice is going. Bye!